Hello, my name is Michael Bray, and this is the Business Intelligence Solution Plan for Manchester United. Manchester United FC is the longest standing soccer football club in EPL. Headquartered in Old Trafford, Stratford, UK, MANU was established in 1878 and is the most winningest team in EPL history with 20 league titles, 12 FA Cup champions, and 3 UEFA Champions Leagues, to name a few of their accolades. MANU is the highest earning football club in the entire world in 2016-2017 season. They've been the highest revenue generating team as well as the highest valued team in the EPL for the last 3 years. The direct competitors Liverpool FC, Manchester City, Tottenham, Chelsea, and Arsenal make up the big six within the EPL. These teams represent the top tier within the league. Fans of Manchester United Football Club have not been happy for some time with the ownership due to the club's inability to compete with the rest of the big six in the EPL, despite outspending nearly all of them over the course of a decade. MANU FC have suffered a reduction in return on assets ratio from 2016 to 2019, which measures how much profit a company is able to generate from its assets. MANU is often overspent on sheer old-school scouting methods that have often produced overpriced and under-delivered transactions. Demographics and cultural background and age are two highly weighted fields that MANU marketers must understand, with social injustice at the forefront of sporting events. As players and teams have national and global stages to send direct messages to mass population, the content of the message sent and how it is received is important to success. Embracing technological advances for the sector in which MANU operates in is vital for continued success. And implementation of new technology will provide tremendous opportunities for growth within a new forming sector in sports. With improved technology that data is shared across the league, scouting can now be done in an office where a scout can view the performance metrics of a player and video footage of game tape. Less traveling equals reduced carbon footprint, which could increase in consumer or fan sentiment towards a team. The proposed BI solution requires the hiring of data analysts, which will probably be younger and have a background in data science and analytics, and may not even like soccer. MANU must embrace this new demographic of employees, incorporate them into the already existing employee pool, and may have an older way of doing things. Within the EPL, MANU generates the most revenue and has the most value of any team due to the global popularity they have. Because MANU generates so much revenue, they are able to outspend other teams to acquire new talent via transfer window periods. MANU spends the second highest amount of money on transfer periods. However, they don't yield the similar results of their competition. MANU spends inefficiently. Over the last decade, MANU has spent €236 million per trophy won, or double that of any direct competitor. When comparing transfer window player acquisition prices to the points that were ultimately produced, a ratio is developed to grade how efficient the team spends. In the 2017-2018 league year, MANU spent €1.79 million per point gained, or more than that of any direct competitor. An analytics department analyzing whether a scouted player is worth the projected output in points versus the total cost is the opportunity MANU must capitalize on. Tottenham Hotspurs happen to be the only team that has not experienced an EPL championship or any other major trophy in the Big Six. However, the Tottenham have come on as of lately and provide a credible threat primarily due to their usage of performance metrics and advanced scouting techniques via sports analytics department. From 2013 to 2020, MANU's average placement is 4.8, which ranked them 5th out of the top 6 competing teams, yet outspends nearly all of them. The proposed solution aims to implement a business intelligence solution capable of analyzing tracked player data, which will increase scouting success for individual players during transfer periods, improve scouting capability for opposing teams facing MANU, reduce the probability of injury occurrence, and provide ability to analyze player performance to measure against league averages, which will then validate whether a player was worth the initial investment or not. Business requirements that would meet the technology and software to harvest a mass amount of data provided from RFID on every single player within the EPL is a data management warehouse storage system like IBM DB2 Warehouse on Cloud, and a front-end visualization business intelligence tool like IBM Cognos Analytics. The major impacted areas within MANU for this BI implementation are going to be the executives or stakeholders, human resources department, and new data analysts. Phase 1 will begin procurement of servers and hardware needed to successfully run the IBM solution. 6 data analysts will be hired. Software implementation of the IBM products are next and will be installed with the help from the IT department. Onboarding and identification of roles will happen in the next portion. Then, data mining and report building will culminate the Phase 1 installation. Phase 1 will encompass 2 years and is intended to establish a solid foundation of analytics team that is producing required reports that key stakeholders need to improve their decision making. Phase 2 will expand and build upon Phase 1 with additional hiring, scalability, and identifying any needs for improved hardware and software functionalities. In the existing state, MANU does not use data analytics to make strategic decisions on the field for opposing teams, Measure performance metrics of a current player and compare it to league averages. Effectively scout a player and determine if he projects to be worthy investment. Or monitor and track player health statuses. In the future, the proposed solution will address these identified gaps. Implementation of the new data analytics department and blending the existing staff with the incoming staff will be a core component of the processes required. IBM DB2 Data Warehouse on Cloud and Cognos Analytics hardware and software will need to be procured and installed. A total of 6 data analysts will need to be hired, of which one will be a data administrator. The entity relationship shows how each player is a player ID that is tracked throughout matches and practices. Training staff will rely on the data collection residing in the data warehouse of player vitals, while the manager and general manager will rely on performance reports that are based on data collected during matches and practices. Data mining player tracking data within the DB2 data warehouse will offer a slight difference in comparison to the CRISP DM model. While both methods start with a business understanding, IBM data science method aims to specifically identify 3 different areas within data understanding section of the CRISP DM. Cognos Analytics will produce customizable analytical outputs based on their input. Player and ball tracking analysis techniques will be used during the games to develop locational and positional analysis outputs. The analysis shown here is a position and speed analysis area in which these values are presented in the form of 2 different charts, and group analysis area, in which line charts are corresponding to some of the metrics employed, which can be generated visually. Individual player scouting reports can be created for tactical preparations by the manager, acquisition data for the GM, or health and vital status for the training staff. Opposing team scouting reports can be manifested through preset filters based on the type of report requested, which allows users to quickly decide which information they wish to view. The total cost for the proposed solution is just over $10 million, with about half the cost coming up from the installation of DB2 on cloud hardware and the payroll. The remaining costs make up Cognos Analytics software, updating and maintenance, and yearly training. Estimated benefits for this plan top $50 million in each phase and ultimately produce a positive ROI starting in phase 1 while seeing a slight dip in phase 2. The immediate massive ROI is in large part due to the fact that MANU does not currently have any existing data analytics solution for the football club. Instituting one will produce immediate results on and off the field. Ultimately, the proposed BI solution provides MANU an increase in team value through improved transfer window analytics, health of players, and team revenue. Thank you very much.